Hi, my name is Janelle. I'm here with Healthy Teaching Kitchen, and today I am going to show you a very filling Fiesta black bean salad. What you're going to need is 1 can of black beans, and I just put these in a colander and really ran them under running water. We have half of a diced red onion, 2 tomatoes diced, some jalapeno diced. I did half, but that's optional. If you don't like spicy, you can skip the jalapeno. We have 1 cup of frozen corn that I just thawed in the fridge overnight, fresh cilantro, the juice of 2 limes, a tablespoon of olive oil, and then we're going to add in 1 large avocado. Basically, we're just going to add these in a bowl. I did a little prep ahead of time, as you can see, and toss them together. So we're going to start with that can of black beans. Really doesn't matter what order you add these in. We're going to add, though, the dressing ingredients at the end. So the jalapeno, I just small diced this, and if you're not sure, add less and you can always add more. It's a little harder to pick it all back out. So I just wanted to show you that the inside has this white membrane in the seeds. If you just take a spoon and scrape this, it should come out really easily, and that's where the really spicy part is held. So the green outer flesh isn't as spicy as you might imagine. Going to add our cup of corn. This is about a 1/4 cup of fresh cilantro. You could also sprinkle a little more on top at the end. Now I have one of my limes here, but I'm going to show you the other one. So I just wanted to show you that if you take your lime and you kind of press with the palm of your hand and roll it back and forth a little bit before you cut into it, that breaks the membranes up a little bit and makes it a lot easier to juice. And the same would go for lemon if you were juicing a lemon. So we're just going to cut this in half and squeeze it straight in here. So with limes, you don't have to worry about seeds. So I'll just kind of squeeze and rotate. It smells very fresh and delicious. And then once you've added that, we're going to add just a little bit of olive oil. So all we need for this whole dish is just 1 tablespoon. And then I'm going to mix that all together. Now, if you were serving this, you would let this all sit for at least 30 minutes so that that dressing and all of these flavors can mix together. This is beautiful and vibrant with all these colors, greens, red, yellow, black. So we would let that sit in the fridge for 30 minutes. But we've got avocado to add today. You would do that right before you were serving. So I have 1 large ripe avocado. We want it to be a little soft. So I'm just going to make a slice all the way around this. And if I do a good job, it should twist apart pretty easily. And then we want to remove that pit. So the best way to do that is carefully whack it with the base of the knife until it sticks in there, and then twist. And I don't think I'm going to get it on the first try. So try again. This one is pretty ripe, so you know what I'm going to do is cut around it a little bit. What we want is diced in the end anyway, so I'm just going to kind of dice around my pit today. Your small knife should slide right between the skin and the flesh of the avocado really easily. And see if I can squeeze it all out. Beautiful. Something's cooperating for me today. And then I'm just going to cut around the pit. You only have to deal with the pit on one side, so the other side's a lot easier. And we want small dice similar to the size and shape of our other ingredients, like our tomato. And we want to do this right at the end so that it's nice and fresh. Avocado, when exposed to the air, will start to turn a little brown. It's okay to eat it, it's just not visually appetizing. But the lemon juice, or lime juice, in this recipe will help with that. That's why there is typically lemon or lime in your guacamole recipes. And we're going to just do the same with the other half. So I'm going to dice it right up in the shell. And it should squeeze out in little squares, ready to go. Just be careful not to press too firmly. We don't want to cut through and get your hands. So that's the easiest way. Works really well on the side without the pit. Okay, beautiful. So we're going to give that one more mix. If you wanted to top this with some fresh cilantro at the end, you absolutely could do that. I'm going to serve it today on some greens. So I have here a beautiful plate of spinach. You could eat it in a bowl if you wanted. And I'm just going to put this right on top. So this is definitely filling enough to be a whole meal. So this could be a lunch or a dinner. If you wanted to eat just this as a dip, you could do that too. You could also put it in tortillas and eat it like a black bean taco. So there you have a beautiful meal, very filling, full of color, and this is going to fill you up and be a beautiful summertime entree. Thank you for tuning in to Healthy Teaching Kitchen. I hope that you give this a try. I really enjoy this one.